Sports betting brother, and hey, bring it up, and thanks for stopping by. My name is Boyd. I'm a sports betting market analyst with OddsJam.com, where we teach you how to bet like a pro. Today we're talking about where to start, how to use the tools. There's all the tools, all the resources, all the information is right here. And I think a person just getting started might say, where do I even begin? How do I tackle this? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through some steps to help you get up and running and off the ground. I think it's a good piece of information to help you expedite your betting education. So let's get into it. All right, guys, a couple of business reminders here. Again, if you enjoy this type of betting content, betting education, here at Bet School, I cover all the different topics and all the different pieces of information to help you expedite your betting education. It gives you the tools, the map, everything you need to succeed. So join the channel if you haven't already, and also make sure you get 20% off your new OddsJam subscription if you need the tool and have it signed up. Boyd20, BOYD20 is going to save you 20% off the first 2 months. You got to have the tools. You got to have all the information to make good choices. So get that signed up, and let's get into how to use it best going forward. All right, so this is for the beginner, the person that just got started, came across OddsJam, realized, yep, this is for me, I want to get going. I would highly recommend starting with education first, and I would spend the first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever you need to get very, very comfortable with all the help and the resources, the education, the information, all of the the onboarding guide, all of the vernacular and the information before you really start messing around with a lot of money. I put my time into the education relative to these resources and really watch all the videos, get comfortable with the different bet types, the different markets, the different tools that these all do and provide and will execute once you get started. While you're getting yourself educated, you're getting your sports books loaded up. And of course, here you can see the promo finders. And what this is going to do is show you the newer sports books. Currently, we have Novig in Colorado and Sportrate, 2 betting exchanges. Fanatics has just been changed around. So this promo finder is going to help you identify how you can convert and take advantage of the deposit bonuses. This is a very big deal to where you can almost double your initial bankroll by knowing where and how much you can take advantage of the various deposits. And so this tool here at OddsJam helps the beginner decide which sports books are for them, decide which sports books they can take advantage of some of the resources and some of the benefits from, and shows you over here also how you can boost your bankroll by using these tools while you're getting yourself set up. So if you start off with, say, a couple $100, say $500, and using these tools, using these resources at OddsJam, the promo converters will help you, in some cases, almost double your initial bankroll, which is outstanding. You didn't even have to place the bet, and you're already up. One big thing about OddsJam is going to provide you with all the tools and the calculations, the calculators. The tools and the resources here are going to help you understand Kelly criterion, which is how you can increase your bankroll by using the data, using the information, and understand what the risk factors are, the probabilities, and how to budget yourself using these various tools. All these tools here are going to really help you understand the complexities of all the data and the markets, so that you can take the thinking out of how much you should wager and let the math and let the systems, let the data do it for you by using these tools. But I would definitely get involved and understand the concepts here throughout the various calculators and calculations that are going to be provided. Now, the next thing I would recommend is definitely get to understand the positive EV page. This is where you're going to be spending a lot of time, and it's going to give you the information you're looking for as far as percent edge in the markets, your bet sizes that you'll do in your settings. You're able to add and subtract all the sports books through the filters here that you want to go in and add and subtract certain sports books. You certainly can. You can take certain sports books out. You can add certain sports books and really increase this up to about 15, where the recommended size is relative to the speed for the data. If you keep this under 15, they're going to go a little bit faster. You, of course, can select all. You can have all of them for all data points. Obviously, a person's not going to be able to access all sports books, I would think, but you certainly can use this for data and research, and you can actually exclude some if you don't want that data from that particular sports book in your calculations. That's another thing I would do, is get yourself and your settings set up to where you understand and you're comfortable with the market widths, the ranges of times, the various sports you might want to look into, the various markets. Are you doing alt lines? Are you doing main lines? Are you doing player props? Things like that, to where you can exclude, let's say you want to exclude player props. You can do your research and really crunch a lot of data here at the positive EV page, which is just unheard of how much information you can gather to find and extract, again, what you're specifically looking for. If you want to have percent edges, you can set that. You can really do a lot and spend a lot of time in here getting to know this particular page. Now, this is a screen that I use a lot. This is the OddsJam odds screen. You have the NBA here, you have college basketball, you have NFL, you have all the different sports obviously here. So if you want to change this over, very easy, very simple to do. And I use this a lot, constantly, daily, just because it's a source of information in real time that will have the odds for the dates. You can go back and do back research. You can go to whatever date you want and look up the market information. You can see how it's going to load up here, and you're going to see the colors changing. This red indicates a price change. So you might have an odds change or a price change, and this literally was 6 seconds ago. This is minus 106, so it's moving up to be a tiny bit juicier there on the Maryland minus 6.5 at Pinnacle. So that tells me if I want this minus 5, that'd be a good time to go get it, because it looks like the market's going in a particular direction. One really super cool thing about this is that you can actually click on this line. This is Army +4, and you can see the direction of the market and the price points and how it's changed. So it's gotten from +2 all the way up to +4. The juice has changed. So a lot of information can be extracted by using this particular tool. You can go to the overs. You can do whatever you want relative to the information you're trying to take a look at and see what momentum and pricing is doing. So this went from 152.5. It's gone up to 153.5. So it's tending to be kind of going on the over. That might tell you that maybe, if you see a 152 or something down there, that would be a good value in price. But this is a tool that is amazing to check direction, to check the market makers, the market making sports books, and then compare prices with the the ones that are a little slow to the party, and then you're going to find pricing advantages with. So that's how you can use this tool, and it really lights up like a Christmas tree. Let's say you just want to use the mainline bets, maybe a total. It'll pull out that data for you. So again, you can just pull up totals, you can pull up point spreads, you can do all the main market information, sort of a combo. What I really like about this too is if you go to the NBA, you can do all the markets in the player prop bets. So you can scroll here and see all the markets. Holy crow, it's crazy, right? It's crazy because you have access to all these markets. If you want to do points and assists, and you go back to the NBA, you can pull that up. You can see it's very simple, very easy to do, to find the odds, the markets, the information that you might want to have in all sports, all markets, all real time. It's insane. But the last thing I think is going to be helpful to new beginners or people just getting started with this is pick an area that you really like. So if you're a person that likes NBA player props, really get yourself involved in understanding the markets, specifically with the player props. Really understand all these different markets, all these different opportunities for player prop bets. And so if you become sort of an expert, at one of these specifically, or two or three of these specifically, maybe you're on player assists and you have this down to where you can do a lot of research very, very quickly and understand what the pricing probably should be. And then you can compare that pricing with all the sports books that you have, accessible to for yourself. So you really can find the value and find the opportunities here very, very quickly. Right off the bat here, you see this under 2.5 at FanDuel, when the market seemingly is priced a little bit higher, say minus 135, minus 138, and then you see these market changes. So it's going again in real time. So my recommendation, though, again, is to, kind of hone in and focus on, maybe it's player props, maybe it's alt lines. I highly recommend alt lines and player props to start with before you jump into the mainline bets, which are a little bit more complex with a lot more moving parts, and maybe not as much value to be found in your hunts. So I'd recommend player props, alternative lines initially, and sort of gradually build your way into the mainline bets, like the point spreads, the totals, and the money lines. All right, guys, the last thing I want to add is opening up to a free consultation, kind of a phone call, a Zoom call, whatever the case, to help you get up and running kind of on a one-on-one basis. So I'm going to have you leave a comment down below. You can also just let me know other questions you might have here at Bet School, and stay in touch, kind of be interactive here to give you some feedback on how to help as you're just getting started, some of the challenges you might have. So it's communication. That's all it is. But hope this video was very helpful to get you out of the gate and running, and kind of have a game plan of how you can approach and attack all this information to be as productive as possible, progressive as possible, and profit as soon as possible. So appreciate you stopping by. Let's go make some mathematical money.